Hey, welcome to the Soul Sister channel. My name is Kat. I'm here with your weekly astrological forecast going from today, Sunday, June 6th through Saturday, June the 12th. Let's get started by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths. This way we become balanced, aligned, and we also connect with our higher self. Let's take the first breath. On this first breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. Third breath. On this third deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the negativity leaving our bodies, flowing right out from our bodies, flowing away to wherever it came from. In its place, we're being filled with this beautiful white light. This white light is made up of white light, love, and the will to good. It fills our entire body, and then it goes out and forms a protective bubble around us. This bubble is deflecting all evil, low vibration, negativity, disease, all that stuff, bouncing right off our bubble and going back to where it came from. While we are in this space of white light, let's consciously connect to our higher selves by saying our Gemini affirmation, I am connected with my higher self. Together, we create the life I want. Let's say that together and then sit in this space of white light for just 5 seconds and feel that connection. Here we go. Let's say it together. I am connected with my higher self. Together, we create the life I want. 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now that we're in this balanced and our aligned state, and hopefully our higher self is listening, have a lot of energy to talk about this week. I want to start by taking a step back. Let's take a step back and look at the big picture again. We're going to look at the bigger picture, get more refined, and more refined. So we can kind of get the feel of what is going on with the energy today. Once we get the feel for it, once we get to become familiar with it and recognize it, then we can consciously use it to create what we want instead of allowing all these distractions and outer world energies just buffeting us around because we're unconscious. So first, let's talk about the big energy for the entire year, and that is Saturn in Aquarius square Uranus in Taurus. Got my little picture here. Here we go. All right, this is our big energy. Very simply said, it's the old versus the new. We are ending a 2,000-year cycle of Pisces. We are moving into another 2,000-year cycle with Aquarian energy. Very different energy. The keynote I want to work on, especially this week with Pluto retrograde, is power. The Piscean energy is power over. The Aquarian energy is power from within. And that is our big lesson to learn, our big overall lesson to learn this year. This energy is going to be around all year. It's kicking into action. And it's going to become exact again at its most intense energy next week. So it's building up again. In our lives, we have to continually look at parts of our lives are outmoded. And then how are we going to replace those with something new, different, that will sustain us in this Aquarian energy? Big energy. Okay, hopping on that energy, we have the three amigos I talked about this past week. I thought that was hilarious. We have, let me get a picture for that too. Mercury retrograde in Gemini. We've got Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. We've got Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Okay, the energy for Mercury is communication. The energy for Saturn is responsibility, structure, and foundation. The energy for Pluto is power, healing, transformative power, and the power to release. Now we're stepping it down. We are in these energies right now. And we have, okay, so last year, because of outer circumstances, the pandemic, for instance, forced us, working at home, for instance, forced us to really start looking at our lives, our personal lives, our environment, and how that nurtures us or does not nurture us. How does that support us? How does that not support us? These retrograde energies are making us take a very hard look within ourselves to see where we need to take responsibility that we haven't taken it so far. What do we need to heal and transform? Where do we need to take our power back? And how do we communicate that with others? That is heavy stuff, and that is what we're in right now. And so, conscious about it, we can see it, and when these parts of ourselves come up, for instance, I'm at work, and my boss says, I want you to do this now instead of that. After we told our boss the reason that we were doing it a certain way was for this reason and that way, it was more efficient, the boss agreed with it, then the boss decided, well, I don't have enough control over the situation, so now I'm going to have you do it that way. This is called power over. You took your power, we took our power, we gave our boss our suggestion, our new way of doing something, and then our boss took that power away from us by saying, no, I've got complete control, you're going to do it this way. This is what I'm talking about. This is power over versus power within. What do you do in this situation with the boss? What do you do now? Pluto says you have to come back and you have to claim yourself, your worthiness. We have to say, no, that way is not better. My way is better because, as I already told you, A, B, C, and D. This is the energy I'm talking about. It's a shift of allowing others to have power over us versus our power coming from within. This is the biggest energy of this entire year. We have got to get in touch with that with ourselves. We've been giving our power away to everyone, to our partner. Well, I have to kind of stay with my partner because I don't have enough money to live on my own. I know it's not a healthy relationship. I know they're narcissistic, but I really can't. I can't live, without my partner. Bullshit. This girl right here left a 30-year relationship, 30 years, with nothing but $1,000 in my back pocket. You will do what you need to do, and if you have faith in the universe will get you to where you need to go. Honest. I guaranteed it. I guarantee it. It's been working in my life for 25 years. So, we have to take our power back. In my situation, I said, no, you are not going to control me anymore. I'm finished with this narcissistic behavior. I have to take my power back. And that's what we're doing during this whole period, all the way through October, specifically as the Pluto and the Saturn retrogrades are going to go all the way through October. So be thinking about that this week. Also, remember, I keep forgetting to talk about this. We are becoming more conscious of our energy. We find ourselves in a situation where we now are conscious and we can choose higher road, lower road. Am I going to stay out of the fray of the emotional drama, or am I going to push my agenda forward? Sometimes, even though we're conscious, we do choose the negative energy. I still do it. I know what I'm doing, but I still do it. So I know where I'm coming from. Important. So important to our growth. When that happens, we acknowledge it. We look at why we chose that way versus the high road. And then, this is the hardest thing of all. We forgive ourselves. Yeah, got to forgive ourselves. And then we move forward with the lesson that we've learned or the information that we've gained. Don't forget that. So lots of energy. And then, okay, buckle up. So we have all these issues in our lives that we have to look at and make sure that we are taking responsibility where we need to take responsibility. Saturn retrograde. We have Pluto saying, hey, we have to take our power back. Power comes from within. It's not power over. Having said that, we can consciously give our power to someone. Consciously. Again, the boss. The boss says, I want you to work 8 to 5. I consciously give you the power over me to do that. So I just don't come in whenever I feel like. We know the energy. We work with the energy. So we are working with all of these dark areas in our lives. These skeletons, they're all coming out, you guys. They're all coming out. And then this Thursday, we have a solar eclipse in Gemini. It's our first solar eclipse of the year. We've had a lunar eclipse. This is our first solar eclipse. And when we have a solar eclipse, it signifies energetically that something is ending. A cycle is ending. We tend to look at eclipses as malefic or negative or bad, but they're not. Because if we can remember that life is cyclical, yes, something is ending. But something new, there's an opportunity for a new beginning on a higher level of vibration. So something is ending in our lives and something new can come in. That is the energy of the eclipse on Thursday. It happens in Gemini. Okay, this is what it looks like, guys. Someone's got the flashlight and they're shining it on all our skeletons in our closet. Oh my God, I don't want you to see. Oh, I had that all stuffed in there. Nobody was supposed to see it. Well, Gemini, that solar eclipse come Thursday just says, hey, here's all the stuff you still have to work on. Let's bring it out. Let's take a look at each one of those issues so we can get a clear view. But that is what's happening this week. Pay attention. So all of this stuff is coming up so that we can resolve it. We can heal it. We can claim our power. We can be responsible for ourselves and our happiness and our purpose and our fulfillment. It's not anyone else's responsibility. So we're going to be working on that this week. Please come see me. I will have a lot of detail, daily detail, because there is a lot going on this week. I just can't spend hours trying to tell you what it all is, because you'll get bored, fall asleep, and then I'll be sad. So we could use a little advice for the week ahead. I would say a little universal input, if you will, as to our situation of, wow, all of these parts of ourselves that we have refused to look at, that we've denied, whether that be a personal relationship that has long outlived its purpose, long outlived its support and its healthiness for us, whether that be a job that we're in because it's a paycheck, not because it fulfills us. We are being asked to look at all of this week, well, all the way up through October. Oh, what happens if we don't do our work, you say? What happens? Oh, well, let me tell you what happens. Well, Mercury, we didn't talk too much about Mercury, because Mercury goes retrogrades 3 times a year. It's going to be for 3 weeks. It'll come out June 22nd, I believe. And Mercury retrograde is all about review. Well, they're all about review, realign, readjust, release, all the re's. Well, we don't do that. We don't follow the natural cycle of the universe. So what Mercury looks like for us is communications get screwed up in any way. People don't get their emails. People get emails they're not supposed to get. Your travel arrangements are screwed up. That your luggage is lost. Your flight is delayed. Your car breaks down. So expect that in the next 3 weeks, because life has not stopped so that we can review. We keep continuing to go. And then we have Saturn saying, where am I shirking my responsibility? And another way you want to look at that is, where am I right now? And where do I want to be? And how do I get there? And then Pluto, like I said, taking our power back where it needs to be taken back. So, okay. Overcoming obstacles. No kidding. Overcoming obstacles, and mostly this week, there are our own internal obstacles that we are having within ourselves, not feeling worthy or not feeling abundant, feeling lacking, that we can't take responsibility or we can't take our power back. Breaking trail. We got to do something new, guys. This whole cycle is saying, hey, you have relationships, we have jobs, we have ideas, we have situations that have come to an end. They have served their purpose. It's time to release them so that we can be enriched by new opportunities in our life. Goes right along with that eclipse on Thursday, doesn't it? The ending and the beginning. And to finish it out today, vast vistas. If we do our work, there are so many opportunities that become available to us that we can become fulfilled, and we can express our abundance and be abundance. Just remember to be grateful. So a difficult week ahead. Remember, we're looking at those skeletons in our closet this week. Don't be afraid. We have plenty of support. Please remember to check in with higher self. Our higher self is right there by our sides to help us work ourselves out of the closet, as we say, with all our skeletons, right? So take care. Come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat. I do daily inspirational messages there. I will never get that right. I swear I will never get that right. And if you like what you see today, please like, subscribe, and share. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Remember this, it is the keynote of this channel that life is lived from the inside out. Have a great week. Come see me tomorrow. Namaste.